Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following NHL matches that is happening on Wednesday, October 11th, 2023. We will be providing our team, total, and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comment section below. Ottawa Senators versus Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina has shown improvement during the off-season, and the inclusion of Michael Bunting is expected to enhance their offensive capabilities, leading to an increase in goal scoring. On the other hand, the Senators are still a team undergoing development, and Joonas Korpisalo, in his inaugural season as a full-time NHL starter, brings some uncertainties. The Hurricanes exhibit a strong defensive prowess, making it likely that Ottawa will face limited scoring opportunities. Moreover, Carolina is proficient at converting on goal-scoring opportunities, making them a formidable force. Having secured victories in 2 out of 3 matchups last season and being a formidable team on their home turf, the Hurricanes are a challenging team to overcome. Consider taking the Hurricanes on the puck line. In addition to choosing Carolina on the puck line, opting for the under 6 goals appears to be the prudent choice for this game. The Hurricanes may not be prolific goal scorers, but their adept defensive play significantly restricts opponents from finding the back of the net. In the initial game of the season, one can anticipate some initial rust as players strive to regain full speed and establish on-ice chemistry. Notably, in all 3 matchups played last year, the total goals scored remained below 6. A plausible outcome for this game is a 3-1 victory for Carolina. Next we have Montreal Canadiens versus Toronto Maple Leafs. The Toronto Maple Leafs clearly outclassed the Montreal Canadiens, possessing superior cohesive talent. Montreal faces challenges in offensive prowess, and their goaltender, Jake Allen, is expected to encounter difficulties making crucial stops. Given the scoring prowess of players like William Nylander and Austin Matthews, the Maple Leafs are poised to assert dominance and apply significant pressure on the Canadiens. Adding to their advantage, the Maple Leafs have emerged victorious in each of the last 4 encounters against the Canadiens. Therefore, the recommendation is to favor the Toronto Maple Leafs to cover the puck line in this game. Choose the Leafs with the puck line. Anticipate low-scoring affairs as both defenses strive to build chemistry amid new additions to their offenses. The combination of Jake Allen and Ilya Samsonov is poised to restrict goal-scoring opportunities in this matchup. Keep an eye on rookie David Reinbacher, expected to elevate his performance and minimize shot attempts on the goalies. Establishing offensive rhythm requires precise timing, presenting a challenge in this context. Power play opportunities are likely to be scarce, and Montreal is not expected to surpass 1 goal due to a lack of offensive firepower. Notably, the under has prevailed in 4 out of the last 6 meetings between these teams, reinforcing the suggestion to lean towards the under in this game as well. Next we have Chicago Blackhawks versus Austin Bruins. Chicago finds itself on the latter half of a road back-to-back, which isn't an ideal way to kick off the season. Despite the acquisitions of Connor Bedard and Taylor Hall, the Blackhawks offense is expected to face a slowdown until the players adjust to playing together. Boston exhibited exceptional defensive prowess last year, clinching the top spot in goals against per game. The return of both Linus Ullmark and Jeremy Swayman, who performed exceptionally well last season, strengthens the Bruins' defensive capabilities. Given Chicago's likely offensive struggles, particularly in the context of a road back-to-back, the Bruins are poised to secure a victory in this matchup by a margin of 2 or more goals. Consider betting on the goal spread, -1.5, and siding with Boston. Boston excelled in defensive performance last season, securing the top spot in goals against per game. Both Linus Ullmark and Jeremy Swayman, who delivered impressive performances last season, are set to return for the Bruins. In contrast, Chicago faced significant offensive challenges in the past year, and even with the addition of Connor Bedard through the draft, they are not anticipated to emerge as a top-tier offense in the league. Compounding their difficulties, the Blackhawks will be grappling with the demands of a back-to-back on the road, hindering their offensive output against Boston. While Boston's offense may experience a slight dip after finishing second in goals per game last year due to retirements and trades, Chicago is expected to struggle to find the back of the net against the formidable Bruins. Considering these factors, the under, set at 6 goals, is likely to prevail in this contest. Opt for the under with a 6-goal threshold. Next we have Winnipeg Jets vs Calgary Flames. The Flames are commencing this season with a sense of determination after narrowly missing the playoffs last year. Empowered by a revitalized roster and a new coaching staff, they are well positioned for a robust beginning. Conversely, Winnipeg is in a state of transition, with key players like Skeefield and Hellebuck facing uncertain futures. The Flames' home advantage at the Scotiabank Saddledome could prove pivotal in this matchup. Notably, last season, they topped the league in 1-goal losses, underscoring their competitiveness even in close encounters. With the Jets navigating high-stakes contract negotiations and a lingering playoff exit, the Flames are poised to seize the opportunity. Anticipate Calgary making a strong initial push and securing that coveted first win. The Flames and Jets boast formidable offenses and have strategically added players to enhance their scoring capabilities. Calgary's recent acquisitions, including Igor Sharangovich and the emerging talent Matt Coronado, are anticipated to contribute immediately. Winnipeg's newcomers, Gabriel Vilardi and Alex Iafallo, are also recognized for their scoring prowess. Considering the offensive firepower on both teams and the significance of this early season clash, anticipate a match characterized by abundant scoring opportunities. Last season's statistics further support the notion that both squads possessed the ability to score, making the over a reliable choice for this game. Opt for the over. Colorado Avalanche vs Los Angeles Kings. I predict the Kings will secure a victory in a closely contested game as they kick off the season on home ice tonight. While I anticipate both teams having strong seasons, with the Avalanche likely having an overall better year, I believe the Kings have the advantage in their inaugural home game. Defensively, they outperformed last year, conceding the 4th fewest expected goals and facing the 4th fewest high-danger shots in the NHL. The addition of Pierre-Luc Dubois to their already potent offense should further tip the scales in their favor for a triumphant start to the season. Place your bet on the Kings to commence the season with a victory on their home ice. Both of these teams demonstrated strong defensive performances last season, and I anticipate that trend to persist into the current year. Considering this, my preference leans towards the under in this matchup. In the previous season, the Avalanche conceded only the 9th fewest goals in the NHL, averaging a mere 2.68 goals per game. They also ranked 11th in the fewest expected goals allowed per 60 minutes, 2.94, and 14th in the fewest high-danger shots conceded. The Kings were similarly robust defensively, ranking 4th in the fewest expected goals allowed per 60 minutes, 2.84, and 4th in the fewest high-danger shots allowed. Anticipate a defensive showdown, resulting in a game that stays below the 6.5 goal mark. Place your bet on the under for this matchup. Next, Edmonton Oilers vs Vancouver Canucks. Despite the Canucks finishing last year's season on a positive note, I remain skeptical about their ability to muster the talent needed to contend against a formidable team like the Oilers. While the minus 160 odds make it an appealing play, I am inclined to favor Edmonton in the season opener. Edmonton boasts an exceptionally talented top 2 lines, featuring the usual stars Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, alongside the addition of Evander Kane to the top line for a full campaign. Kane, a spirited winger, showcased his scoring prowess with 28 points, 16 goals, 12 assists, in 41 games last year. Accompanied by offensive contributors Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman, it seems unlikely that the Canucks can keep pace in this matchup. My prediction leans towards the Oilers starting the season with a 1-0 record. Take Edmonton Oilers moneyline. As highlighted in the team preview section, Rick Tocchet made significant contributions to improving Vancouver's penalty kill last year. However, despite these efforts, the damage had been done, and the Canucks concluded the season with the dubious distinction of having the league's worst penalty kill unit, shutting down just 71.6% of opposing power plays. This poses a significant challenge, especially when facing an Edmonton team that enters the season off a historical performance, boasting the best power play in NHL history. The Oilers converted an impressive 32.4% of their power play opportunities last season, a feat surpassed by only 4 teams in history, with the other 3 achieving it in the late 1970s. The crux of the matter is that this matchup is likely to witness a flurry of goals. Supporting this notion, the over bet proved successful in 6 of Vancouver's final 9 home games last year. With the high likelihood of seeing at least 7 goals in this game, my prediction leans towards over 6.5.